If it sounds too good to be true,
It is.
it is. Most victims are actually educated professionals. In most cases, it's things we voluntarily did. Disable their comment sections.
Okay.
Yeah. And now they're selling you this thing. You're like, wow, it changed my life. And when you want your life to be changed,
Sure.
you know, and you think that's a sign. Can't you know that's a sign to run? Tomorrow you're looking for him after you give him that pension money, that vacant, they're gone. Buying people cars, those people leave them. You stay with the financial burden for years to come. Don't just be trusting. We also need to do our homeworks as consumers. Hello, everyone.
Oh my God.
Welcome to the Wealth Dialogue podcast. My name is Khavala Sekhoda, and today I've got Josh with me.
Yeah. I'm back.
Hi, Josh. How are you doing?
I'm good in yourself. How
I'm
are
good. Today, this topic
Ish. It's gonna touch many South Africans.
Yeah, I was reading somewhere, they said every day South Africans actually lose thousands and even millions to scams.
Imagine.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
And the scary part is that most victims are actually educated professionals, business owners, even financial experts. Like, guys, they say doctors don't heal themselves.
Sure.
It also applies to finance people. Their finances are always in shambles, and yeah. But today here we're going to be exposing the biggest money scams in South Africa, and we're going to show you also how to protect yourselves from them.
Yeah.
So we're going to start with the first one.
Investment scams.
Yes. Investment scams talk to things like guaranteed results. Give me 20,000, I'll give you 100,000 in 2 weeks, guys.
In 2 weeks.
No, if it sounds too good to be true,
it is.
It is. They want you to do it now. It's closing tomorrow. You don't miss out. That's a scam. And then the other famous one that we all know, Kibo, bring someone, refer someone, Ponzi schemes.
Sure.
Bring 3 people. Yeah, but triple M. Like, bring 3 people and then you get a bonus for bringing, recruit. No, guys. Those are the red flags that you must see when it comes to investments. A lot of people think that, if those things actually did work, we would all be doing it.
Sure.
We would all be doing it. So don't get, hijacked by those things of saying, I will double your money. Give me your money. I will invest it for you. No, don't let people do that to you. So that's where a lot of people have savings.
Sure.
They've got investments. They've got pensions. And they give them to people to double because they're thinking, I haven't saved enough for retirement. Let me take my 500,000. At least I'll have 1 million. And then that is the last time you see that 500,000.
And people are always looking for simpler ways. I think that's the issue.
Yeah, people don't like to stay the long haul.
Yeah.
They want quick stuff.
True.
Now, they want things now. Because then it's a promise of something better. Yeah,
sure.
Maybe I'll buy a car. Kanti, that is the last time.
You see that, man.
And scammers are very nice people. And because we're so trusting, a scammer is not going to come there and they will tell you a soapy story.
Yeah.
They will tell you this thing of, I was poor and then this guy came to me, I gave him 10,000, I went and asked around because they're trying to convince you to say, if you don't have it, go ask around. I asked around, my mom gave me money, my uncle, they gave me 10,000. After 2 weeks, I had 100,000. I was able to give my mom 10,000, and now they're selling you this thing. You're like, wow, it changed my life. And when you want your life to be changed,
sure,
and you think that's a sign. Can't you know that's a sign to run?
Have you ever fell for a scam?
Hey, I love money too much. No.
You haven't?
No, I haven't fell for a scam. However, I have been scammed by somebody who posed, well, they say they're professional. I mean, for example, like I wanted a marketing person. I
Okay.
paid them. They did come and they did some marketing, and halfway through they ran away.
Sure.
That is scamming, because you scammed me of my hard-earned
Yeah.
money, and I thought
Yeah.
you were going to market for me, and you took my money and never looked back. Or you
Sure.
got angry because now I'm like, hey, but deliver.
Loot.
Load. So yeah. Next.
Segment number 2.
Yeah.
WhatsApp trading groups.
Yo. Are those things still very big?
Yes, they are.
They are, ne?
Yeah.
I remember in my times, ne, when I was a bit younger, those were big. WhatsApps, people would invite you into groups, and try and sell you something in those groups.
Communities.
Yeah, and then they show you the things that they've bought. Oh, I bought this car, bought this house with this investment. They send you screenshots of the withdrawals.
Profits,
This went into my bank account. They even screenshot the bank account, that notification, that in contact,
Yeah.
to show you that, I got 100,000. Those are the things. And you'll see this, they'll flood you. Once you join the group, everybody's flooding you with those screenshots. And then you start saying, people are making money out here. And now we're busy grinding and people are living.
They're having passive income.
They're having passive income, Gantino. So, they pose, and other people use testimonials as one of the
Sure.
things that they, somebody's like, I bought this car. I remember back in the day when people used to put the bottle, that big orange bottle in front of cars. I bought the car with,
Sure. Sure.
everybody knows that bottle.
Sure.
Yeah, those are the things that people
And people
fall
now,
for.
scammers are now actually using AI.
Scammers are now using AI. I mean, we see traders that say they live in the estates and they have these luxury cars parked there. But we know that's not true.
Yeah.
We know that they go and pose and pay people to pose in front of their homes and, promise
cars.
you, hire cars
Yeah.
to project a certain lifestyle. You fall for it because you envy that. And now they take your money. No, bring the money. I'll trade it for you.
Gone.
I can only do for 5 people. Limited. Exclusive. Yes. And then most of those things, a lot of red flags as well now with Instagram and, the TikToks. They disable their comment sections.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
People disable their comment sections if people are there to expose them, to say, I ordered from you, you did not deliver. And there's screenshots to say there are disgruntled customers that are saying, I bought hair from you.
But nothing.
You're ignoring me. So now what they do is they've got such high subscribers as well.
Sure.
They've got high subscribers. So when at face value you look at that page and you're like, wow, this person with 3,000, 4,000 subscribers. But then you go to the comment section, it's disabled. There's no comments. You see the likes are there. But there's no comments, because comments will give you an indication of,
Whether this person's
yes, not always, but I don't think if the comment section is open and there's 100 comments, just like when you rate a product, there's always a rating. There'll be a 4 out of 5, 3 out of 5. Then there'll be people that are saying, well, I enjoyed the product. And then there are people like, this is cheap, because quality and cheap is different, is relative.
Yeah.
Somebody else can be like, no, this is actually value for money. So you pay for 100 rand, you get 100 rand. That is value for money.
Sure.
Somebody else can pay 100 rand, but still expect a product that looks like that is 1,000 rand for the value of, like, you understand?
Yeah.
So a person can say, no, I don't like it. The quality was bad. Now, those people, they close all their comment sections so that when you come and you check the testimonies, they're not there. Or they only find ones where people are praising them. But there's no way that a company will have everything right,
Yeah.
So there's lots of those. So WhatsApp trading groups, dangerous. Stay away from them. Don't join them. They also like this. What's this other WhatsApp thing? It's something that, is it Telegram?
Telegram, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking.
Please come to Telegram. Guys, don't. The
Sure.
minute they start saying, click here, go to Telegram. No.
But there's a big one that I'm really afraid of. This scam isn't only about loneliness; it's about trust.
Romance scams.
Yeah, segment number 3.
Segment number 3. So romance scams. This one, my sister, I'd like to. She shares a lot of stories because I mean she's an accountant by profession, and when she sees these women getting scammed by men, she's always so shocked because it's older women that get scammed out of their pensions in the name of love.
Sure.
There's a lot of stories. I mean, she shares a lot of articles, and we sit there and you can't believe. Or you watch YouTube stories where somebody's explaining how she met this guy and this is what happened. And I don't know, somehow she went and withdrew her pensions and this guy's gone. There is a lot. You would be surprised at the stats of how many people get scammed out of their pensions. And I think usually they target women
Why,
that are unmarried, because in society, when you are married, you are seen at a higher standard than an unmarried woman. It's called social capital.
Okay.
Women that are married have a sense of status about them because they were chosen, and so when you are unmarried, society treats you different from a married woman. And so when you are in your later years and you are unmarried, people tend to treat you differently. And so, you know, women in that situation are vulnerable, and they meet these guys. They know how to,
Lure them in, yeah.
lure them in there. And then money becomes part and parcel of, but you love me. I mean, even young people do that. They fall in love and they're already taking out credit cards for their boyfriend. How many stories have you had where women, same age guys, same age mates, that they will take out a credit card for their boyfriend. They'll buy their boyfriend a car and then they leave them and then they're paying for that loan. Or please take out a loan for me. There's a lot of those. So it happens in all stages of life. It's just that I think where the biggest scam, I mean, even the women that take out debt for boyfriends or husbands or whatever the case may be, they're in the same group. Then there's that group where now the pension funds are millions or hundreds of thousands. Now this person tells you, no, baby, we're going to buy a house. It's building a future for us. I'm your man. Trust me. And you trust him with all your pension. And then tomorrow, nowhere to be found.
Gone.
And they project a certain lifestyle. They come there with a hired car for a month. You think, wow, he's well established. He lives here. Tomorrow you're looking for him after you give him that pension money, that vacant. They're gone. Then they are moving on to the next target. Yeah. So romance scams are very big. People don't talk about them because they're very embarrassing. Because how do you go to the cops and say, my boyfriend or my ex-boyfriend stole my money? They're going to say, ma'am, did he put a gun to your head? No. Did you do the withdrawal yourself? Yes. But then he took the money, but you gave him the money.
Yeah.
So those are embarrassing. People don't talk about it either. It's one of those things that are shameful. But it happens a lot, more than you expect. So romance scams are there. Young people taking out personal loans, buying people cars. Those people leave them. You stay with the financial burden for years to come. Yeah.
How do you think those people can avoid being scammed?
Hey, you see, when it comes to the matters of the heart, even I don't know. I wonder that one, the Mujolo part, is a difficult one. The Mujolo has no VIP section.
Yeah.
That one, shame. I can't even answer you there because Mujolo, how do you, I mean, we tell people, but when you're in love.
But is it love though?
What do you think it is?
I think it's infatuation.
And
I don't think it's love.
Because love wouldn't do that to you.
Yeah, love is something different.
I think.
I think so.
Hi.
I mean, God is love, so
Okay.
if God
put it
wouldn't
that
do that
way.
to you, then love gives, it doesn't take.
You're a firm
What's
believer in love, ne? So when you
yeah?
won't get scammed.
I'm not saying no, I wouldn't.
You wouldn't. You don't know.
And then tomorrow it happens.
Yeah, tomorrow it happens, then you're telling us the story. Eh? So, romance and scams. Now, number
Yeah.
4,
Fake brokers.
fake brokers. Yeah, there's a lot of finance people out there that are fake, posing as real advisors. That's why we always say check. I mean, that's why we've got FSP licenses, the FSCA registers financial advisors, but they also, you're able to track if the business is actually registered.
Okay.
There's a lot of businesses that are registered under the FSCA or, and can they take your money? You're able to check those things. Some companies used to be able to have the licenses, but they were banned from trading, but they continue to trade.
Okay.
Yeah, so you're able to check that and you're able to verify, especially if a company is still new. You take the FSP license and you're able to check it and check that there's no limitations against that business. But also you're able to check financial advisors as well at the FSCA. You're able to check and see, does how Hello work here? Is she registered to give advice? And yes, and then if she's not there, then you move on to somebody else. So don't just be trusting. We also need to do our homeworks as consumers to protect ourselves from these scams. And those fake people are there, guys. We know them.
Sure.
We all have a story to tell.
Sure.
And so it's important that before you deposit money, you verify where you are taking your money. Verify who you're giving your money to. Is that person registered? Is that person the right person? Give yourself time. If a person is rushing you, that is also a bad sign. They are rushing you, they're putting pressure on you. No, do it today. No, because then it doesn't give you time to verify, to check, to do your checks and balances.
Yeah.
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 So you need to check, you need to verify, and you need to, just be careful.
We spoke about number 5.
Yep. Number 5, we're going to speak about AI and deep fake scams.
Oof.
Most of us that are employed at our employers, they give you training, right, on a yearly basis because they're required to, which is usually AI and deep fake scams. They tell you how to protect the company information by taking you through training on a yearly basis for you to see if you can identify deep fake things. Yeah. Now, most of us, you just do it for compliance purposes. Hey, they're on your back. It's due next week. You just do it. You don't even learn in the process. And so there's a lot of that. There's fake celebrity endorsements that we see.
Sure.
A lot on social medias. We see investment videos where they're using, someone, or they're saying something, but you must be able to differentiate those things. And then, of course, fake voice notes, video calls, fake company executives promoting all of these things. So you must be able to verify those things. Go on to their real pages, check. Because there's a lot of those AI things. I mean, somebody could do a video about me tomorrow.
Yeah.
But you need to be able to establish,
Yeah.
between the
What's
real
real?
me
Yeah.
and the fake things that I would do.
Sure.
So I think, and they're very convincing, hey?
Yeah, they are.
They're very convincing.
Yeah.
But, these days we can spot them. But other people really believe them. I mean, our parents are the worst.
Eish.
Our parents are adding to these stats because
Aye.
they believe every single thing they see on YouTube. Our parents are also a problem.
And when you tell them it's AI music, they don't even believe.
But AI music is fine. How?
No,
You're trying to shame me. Yeah, Joshua says I like AI music. But it's music. Oh, I'm not taking advice from you. I'm just listening. It's nice.
No, but at first you couldn't tell.
I still can't tell, actually. I don't know what you guys are hearing that is different. But anyways,
Serilaka.
sister. Okay,
Number,
next,
number 6.
social media scams.
Yeah.
We like giveaways. I remember when I was young, my parents went to Cape Town. We went to Cape Town for my brother's graduation,
Okay.
and these people approached them at the beach. And my brother graduated what? 2002.
Sure.
It's a long time now. I
Yeah.
was still in high school at the time. These people approached my parents like, "Oh, you've won a trip to was it Mauritius? What was famous back then? Mauritius, one of these islands." And I think it was Mauritius, but then you must pay, oh, then my parents were like so excited, and when we came back, because we were, swimming and playing around, "Oh, guys, we just won a trip." "You won a trip? What did you do?" "No, these guys came here, they asked us a few questions and said we won a trip."
Just
My
like
parents
that.
were convinced
They're
that they won a
going to-
trip.
Yeah.
Remember, the older generation.
Yeah.
And we're like, okay, they tried to explain it away, but those people wanted some money from them to say, "No, please send us 10,000 so that we can secure your winnings." Fake giveaways.
Shucks.
And people fall for them. These scams don't happen because people fall for them. So they work on other people. And they kept contacting them for months on end to say, "You're going to lose out. You need to secure it. You need to secure it."
10,000.
Yeah.
2002.
2002.
Shucks.
Yeah. And then, of course, a lot of scams. Or Facebook Market has a lot
Yeah.
of scams.
Hey.
People killing people. That is terrible. And of course, the fake competitions that people also do.
Yeah.
And I think most people, they will go onto the website and it will be somehow embedded there. And, somebody will say, "No, guys, this is fake. They promise you click on this link." And because it looks legit from that website, you
Yeah.
then click. You'll win a iPhone 17 Pro Max. You click. Those are the things that people,
Fall for.
fall for. Yeah. Fake
Tik-
competitions,
TikTok
TikToks.
investment.
Yes,
Gurus.
gurus. People want to be there, guys. People want money. In this Cyril economy, we all want money.
Yeah. People are
Yeah.
desperate.
People
yeah.
are desperate. So they actually prey on vulnerable people. And most of us are very vulnerable, especially when it comes to money.
Yeah.
And so it's very easy to fall for it because you're like, "Aye, man, other people are doing it. Let me just do it this once."
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
How do you think victims can actually recover their money?
Most people, they will recover their money. Scams. There's protection, like, when it's from a bank, banks as well can protect to a certain extent. They look at if there was a security breach on their side, and usually they kind of, will give you that money sometimes, not all the time. Or sometimes they can give you a portion to say, "You know what, you're a nice client. We like you. You've been banking with us for 40 years. We'll give you a gesture of goodwill, just,
Yeah.
because you've lost 100,000. We can't give you 100,000, but we can give you 20,000. It's better than nothing. But next time, don't click on links. Next time, you're on your own." Yeah. So, do you report it? Sometimes, in most cases, it's things we voluntarily did. Yes, there's scams where somebody really scammed you because you were not aware. Somebody goes and clones your account, or, those ones, you can't control. But if it's where you clicked yourself, you went there, you drove to that building, you didn't verify, it's very difficult. Where are the police going to trace this? And we're not saying people shouldn't report it. You should report it. But it's very difficult. I think the conversion rate on that is very low.
Yeah.
Yeah. So scams are everywhere all the time. So we need to always be vigilant. Verify. I think sometimes we're a bit lazy to verify. A friend of mine clicked a link for their vehicle. So their license did expire, the disc. And they've been meaning to. But because these people get into our emails, they see, because they don't just target you blindly. Sometimes they do, they take a chance. But most times they're like, this one, So they send him a link and they say, click on this link to renew your vehicle disc. He's like, yeah, there is a link that looks like that from the disc, guys.
Yeah.
It looked exactly the same. Clicked on it. He had something like 10,000 in his account, was all gone.
Sure.
When you go into the bank is like, but you work for us. How did you click that link? Why didn't you verify that? Like, why did you click that link? You can't get that money back. It's gone. He was devastated. He still cries about it today because you work for the bank. They teach you these things. But then, and he's a very smart person. You understand? But because he was in the middle of a meeting, when it came through, he thought, before I forget, let me just quickly click. Kanti he's clicking and entering. Kanti they are inside the bank account and all the money was, whatever he had in his bank account was about 10, 11,000, all gone. And the disc was 800.
Sure.
You thinking I'm pressing 800 to pay 800. Kanti it's not paying 800. It's taking everything in your bank account because you gave them access. So they clean you out. How are you going to? Then the bank can investigate, but it's negligence on your side. Yeah. And that is unfortunate. It's not, like I said, where I mentioned at the beginning, and I said professionals, smart professionals get scammed. They're actually the highest because we are so absent-minded. And they know that you are so absent-minded. You're scroll dooming the whole time on your phone. An email comes through, like, crap, actually, I would have forgotten about that. You click on it. You don't check. You don't verify. You don't open your laptop. You don't say, let me go directly to the website. You click on that link. And we keep saying, stop clicking on links. But let me tell you, 70% of links that are sent out are clicked. Sometimes by mistake, but most times intentionally.
Sure.
And to avoid that is just go directly to the website.
And verify.
Go directly to the website. Don't click on links. Avoid clicking on links.
Let's do a myth and fact.
Myth and fact. Yes.
Okay. Guaranteed returns mean low risk.
That's a myth. Guaranteed returns means low risk. No. That's a myth.
If it's on social media, it's probably legit.
Big myth. No. Doesn't mean if it's on social media, everything is true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyone offering financial services in South Africa should be appropriately authorized.
That's a fact.
Okay. Scammers only target elderly people.
That's a myth. They target all of us.
Yeah.
The smart, everybody.
If someone pressures you to invest immediately, that's a sign. That's a warning sign.
That's a warning sign. That's a fact. The pressure, quick. It's closing tomorrow. Now. We don't want that.
Closing takeaway.
Okay, so my closing takeaway is that the best investment you'll ever make is protecting the money that you already worked so hard to earn. So before you invest, you must verify, check. Before you transfer money, give yourself pause, just chill, check. And even opportunity sounds too good to be true. It usually is. Yep. So watch out for those scams.
Thank you so much for another episode.
Yes. We'll see you guys on the next one.
Yes.
There'll be more and more coming. And please don't forget to click on our Wealth Dialogue Toolkit that we made especially for you.
Yeah.
The link is in the bio, and I'll see you next time.
Ciao.
Bye.